Hello, everybody. I'm just going to give you all a couple of minutes to arrive. And while I am waiting on people coming in, I will introduce myself. My name is Luna. For those of you that are not familiar with me before, haven't come across me before in the kind of wonderful spiritual world that we live in, I am commonly known as Luna Lights. You'll see that I have these lights behind me. I was actually kind of named by another psychic that I met doing some of the media work that I do, and she decided that I should be called Luna Lights, and the name's kind of stuck. I've always worked with the lights. I really enjoy the lights. The lights kind of, I always feel that they give me a really good atmosphere when I'm doing my readings, and I feel they keep the energy very light and bright and positive, and that's a really good kind of ethos for me. I'm somebody who is very much about keeping things positive. I do believe very much in living in love, and positive energy is something that I aspire to have in my life on a consistent and daily basis. So I will just give you all a couple of minutes to come in here just now. I'm going to be talking today about how to connect with angels of abundance and manifest prosperity. Now, this is a kind of subject that is very, very close to my heart. I am a really big believer in aligning yourself with abundance and in being able to create your life by design. And that is something that I have done in my life. I've done it, I've actually done it for years, and I had it in my life for a while, and I was really very much in alignment, and then I lost it, and then I've brought it back in again in the last sort of 2 to 3 years. So it's a subject that is very dear to my heart. So that's why I've chosen this topic today. And I'm so honored and thrilled to be part of this community and to be contributing today. It's an absolute honor to be here. So thank you very much to everybody that is joining me today, and for those that do watch this on the replay as well. So I'm going to start from a point of kind of assuming that people that are watching this know very little about angels, or you might have some experience, know a little bit about angels. Some of this might be a little bit of homework for you, but I'm really going to dive in from the very beginning for the people that are watching this that really don't have much understanding or knowledge about angels at all. So first of all, when we are wanting to make changes in our life, so we know where we are now, and we know that we want to make changes, and we know that we're really wanting to make changes around our prosperity and the inflow, what we're actually receiving into us. And today I'm really focusing on money. A subject for some people that is their favorite subject, and for other people, people are very polarized when it comes to money, because people have very different relationships with money. So you might find that you're thinking, yeah, fantastic, great, we're going to learn how to kind of manifest abundance, and other people might be thinking, oh God, this is a subject that actually really I'd like to avoid, because perhaps your relationship with money is needing a little bit of positive energy and influence. So when we are thinking that we want to make changes in our life, and we are wanting to really increase what we are receiving into us and get that inflow of abundance coming into us, it is really important, first of all, that we make that decision. That's the first thing that you have to do. No matter what technique you're using, making the decision is the first and most important point that you have to do. Now, you don't need to know every step on the journey. All you need to know is the first step. The first step is actually the most important step. And the first step for you is that you have decided that you are going to make a difference, make a change in your life, and actually that you're up leveling and changing the destination and the path that you're on just now. But of course, we can't do that alone. We can't do that without having some helping I would say some helping wings along our way, because it is specifically the angels that we're looking at today. But we sometimes need to call on a little bit of angelic assistance to help us on that journey for bringing those things that we really want into our life so that we can receive them. So An angel. An angel is a supernatural being, and it comes in, various religions and mythologies all mention angels. Now, the Abrahamic religion often depicts angels as benevolent and celestial intermediates between God or heaven and humanity. Now, the other roles that the angels have are protectors and guides for humans. And they can also be servants of God as well. So there's kind of different ways of thinking about angels. And I kind of feel with angels as well that people kind of get their own ideas about what suits them, because there are some different opinions and ideas and views of the way that people look at angels. So you yourself will come up with your own feelings and thoughts about what works for you. Now, humans have also described, the angel to describe various spirits and figures in other religious traditions as well. So it really does come from a place of what works for you and how you think about angels. Now, there is actually quite a difference between an angel and an archangel. So angels and an angel, of course, is a messenger. It's, quite simply the kind of purpose is to kind of relay messages. And an archangel is a chief messenger or a higher messenger who is above the angels. So with the angels and the archangels, there is this hierarchy. So we have angels here, and then we have the archangels above them. So there is this kind of hierarchy. Now, there is actually a little bit of differing opinions, because of course everybody thinks about angels in different ways. About the role that the angel plays and the role that the archangel plays when it comes to messages with us wonderful human beings. So it is said by some that one major difference is that a person can call upon angels, specifically angels, for personal help, but he or she cannot call upon archangels for their assistance. Now, that's where there's a little bit of controversy, because other people, some people do believe that you can call upon archangels for personal assistance. So that's very much a kind of opinion-based situation. Now, archangels are protectors of the whole of mankind, and they're also very, very good at helping find solutions to human problems. So in that sense, you can probably say that they can be called upon for helping with individual assistance as well. I do call upon archangels for individual assistance, and actually as we go through this today, it will be the archangels that we are specifically having a look at as well. So you can kind of do your own research on that. And oh, hello, Brittany. Nice to see you. Thank you for saying hello. You can kind of make your own opinion about that. Lovely to see you, Brittany. I'm just explaining here the kind of difference between angels and archangels. What is your experience of angels? What is your kind of understanding of angels? Is it something that is new to you, or something that you have kind of been having a relationship with the angels or the archangels previously? Because really, when we're thinking about calling upon either an angel or an archangel into our lives to help with our connection with, manifesting prosperity, we are really looking at developing a relationship here. It's not just going to be a one-time little ask that we do. We are thinking about building up a relationship and it having consistency in it. So it's really important that we remember that when we're doing this. So the archangels are known to appear in human forms. That's something, sometimes if you think about the statues that you have seen of archangels, often tend to be in white, sometimes male. I mean, you do get females as well. Tends to be male statues that you see, but, that's not always the case. But also, if you think as well about the angels in our life, they are a really, really big part of life life already, you know, specifically, you know, around the Christmas time, there's a lot of angels around, when we're looking at the sort of Christmas holiday traditions as well. So the angels are around on the day-to-day life as well. Now, there are about 7 divisions of angels, okay, and that are said to be in existence. So they are seraphim, thrones, cherubim, dominions, virtues, principalities, and powers. Now, the angels are known to be messengers that connect to mankind to heaven. So they're the ones that, you know, relay the messages. That's kind of how the messages are kind of sent up so that they're actually heard and listened to and then responded to as well. And angels are believed to visit people and give them warnings and comfort. This is something that has been going on. And, you know, this is why people call upon the angels, particularly when they're in times of, you know, challenge in their life, or they're feeling that they need that extra comfort or support. Now, they're also known to influence people in making decisions. And this is something that is very common as well, is that people will call upon the angels, you know, when they find themselves at a crossroad, or they are thinking, okay, I have a decision to make here. And again, this is about the helping hands, because sometimes we do know, or as I was saying to you, the helping wings, and we do need some helping wings to help us, you know, with making decisions. I'm just going to read this comment from Brittany here. She says, I've had experience, but I'm looking for this to build a stronger relationship. I felt like I can only talk to angels. Oh, let me see. I'm not seeing the bottom of this. Oh, okay. I think it says right. Okay, so this is very much about understanding that we can build relationships with angels. So kind of to summarize what I've just been saying to you about the angels and the archangels, you know, the angel is a messenger, the archangel is the chief messenger, for the, you know, he is the angel that is above. Okay, so we've got this kind of hierarchy going on there. Now the person can call upon angels for personal help, but you're not really calling upon the archangels for personal help. Now, as I was saying, that is a very much opinion-based situation. I don't, believe that always to be the case, because I myself call upon archangels for personal help as well. So that's very much opinion based. It's quite polarized as well. Now, archangels are known to be protectors for all of mankind. They help in finding solutions for the human race. So within that, we can kind of think, well, I have a problem and I'm going to call upon an archangel to help me find a solution. So we've listed there the 7 different angels that we have. Hello, Victoria. Lovely to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. We've just been having a sort of discussion there about the difference between the angels and the archangels, and kind of going through a little bit of that. But do pop in the comments there, Victoria, and let me know kind of what your experience of the angels actually is. Are you new to the angels? Do you know anything about the angels? Do you have an existing relationship with the angels? Have you called upon them before? And now today I am talking about how we call upon the angels for building prosperity in our lives. Okay, now I am very much about having a relationship with the angels, and I actually believe that there is an order in which you should call upon them. And when we're thinking about you know, kind of manifesting and having prosperity and abundance coming into our lives. Well, with prosperity, you know, we're thinking about money, of course we are, but also we're thinking about abundance. So we're not limiting ourselves just to money. We're also thinking about abundance. Now, abundance is, it can be a little bit misunderstood at times, because people always would tend to actually think that abundance always means money, and it doesn't always mean money. It can mean lots of love. It can mean lots of opportunity. And again, when we're thinking about money, love and opportunity are something that we're going to need as well. So when we're not always limiting ourselves to just thinking about money as well. But the order for actually being able to kind of manifest money and align ourselves with the abundance, because it's the aligning ourselves with abundance is kind of the foundation, the root of us being able to create this in our lives. There's an order, okay? And it kind of starts off with us and our own energy and what is going on inside of us. So if we're calling upon Archangel Zachariel, now this is the Archangel of surrender, and he can help you surrender and release any destructive tendencies that you have. So destructive tendencies, when we're thinking about manifesting in abundance, could be any limiting beliefs that it's what you're holding in your mind. So we can have limiting beliefs that we hold in our mind, and we can have blockages around how we think about money, and also kind of destructive tendencies. Really, this is coming in around our self-worth. And self-worth is something that's really important when we're thinking about manifesting prosperity. So we need to be in a position of feeling that we deserve to have this prosperity coming into us, which is why I feel it's important to start off with this Archangel Zachariel. I'm just going to read this comment here, and she says, Victoria says she's worked with Archangel Michael with house cleanses. Oh, excellent. And when removing negative attachments, I'd like to work with more. Oh, excellent. Wonderful. So, well, thank you for contributing, Victoria. And I will actually talk about Archangel Michael in a couple of moments, but probably in a different way to the way that you've actually worked with him. And at the end, as we go through, I have actually got like a call upon the angels. We can call it a prayer, a little angel prayer that we're going to do together as well. So that'll give you some practice on how you can use this in your life going forward. Good morning, Mario. I hope you are well today. It's a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for joining me here. I do realize that for some of you, I'm in the GMT time zone, so it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon here for me. And I do realize for some of you in different time zones, this is probably very early for you. So I do really appreciate that you've, might have maybe got up a little bit earlier than normal to actually be here today. That's very, very generous of you to share your time with me. So Mario, we're just sort of contributing here in the comments about our relationship that we have with angels. Do you have a relationship with angels? Is it something that you have kind of practiced in the past? Do you kind of know much about angels and archangels? Where are you sitting with the whole angel thing, Mario? We've kind of come from a place here of thinking about this for people who really don't have much experience of angels and kind of just starting at the very foundation, at the beginning, so to speak. So Archangel Zachariel, absolutely the angel that I feel is important to start with, because when we're doing this, we're going to, we're going to surrender and release tendencies and negative experiences. So we're removing these blockages that we might have within us before we even begin manifesting. So it's like starting from a blank canvas, and that's something that is really, really important. Do you think it's important to have a picture or physical representation of each angel you call on? Well, I feel that Brittany, thank you so much for contributing. I feel very much that you can do that. Again, I feel that our relationship with the angels is something that is individual and personal to us all. And it's really, I feel, about finding what works for you. I do feel that having a picture or, some kind of physical representation of the angel that you are building the relationship with can actually really help you, particularly if you're a visual person. So if you want to, because you're building a relationship here and it is like a conversation that you're having, you're talking to this angel. So if you're a visual person, being able to actually see the angel that you're talking to could be of a lot of value to you as well. But it can also help with kind of the energy of bringing them in to be able to hear what you're saying as well. But again, it's not something that you have to do, but I do feel it could be of value for you. Yes, good point. So we've got Archangel Zachariel as our starting place when we're kind of removing blockages. We're getting rid of any kind of mindsets that are holding us back and limiting us around actually being able to, be ready for manifesting. So we will start. That was what I would suggest that you would start with, the angel that you would start with. Then we would go to Archangel Michael. And the reason that we would go to Archangel Michael is because Archangel Michael is the angel of protection, archangel of protection. And he is going to align you with courage and strength and clear any negative energy. So this is also going to be able to, help heal those limiting patterns as well. So we don't want to find ourselves going back into a place of repetition where we've got these thoughts coming back again, and we're thinking we're clearing them and they're not coming coming back again. So if you're finding that you need to be consciously aware of this, because, you know, with limiting beliefs, they're like gum sometimes. They can be really sticky on you. So we have to sort of be consistently reminding ourselves to clear them away. But then if we're calling upon Archangel Michael to protect us, then we're kind of building that shield around us so that they can no longer get into us. And that's actually a really important stage as well. So we're removing those limiting beliefs, and then we're kind of protecting ourselves against them actually happening again, which is really important and crucial to this as well. Now, it's important that you're understanding that once you've built this shield, once you've got this shield around you, you're going to be in a position to actually move forward in manifesting your dreams of abundance. So, you know, you've now got this situation where you know what you want, as in you've made this decision that you're wanting to have more flow into your life, more abundance, more money coming in, because we're looking at prosperity here. You've cleared the emotional kind of things that are holding you back, these blockages, and you've got this kind of shield. The next thing that's really important for you is to really consider, what is it that you're actually wanting? So we know it's money, but it's important that it's quantified as well in terms of, you know, how much is that? It's about being specific here as well. So we need to remember that we need to be very intentional when we are actually calling upon the angels, because they need to know very specifically what it is you're actually wanting to have delivered as well. So that's something to really start to get clear in your mind. You can, of course, journal about that. We've talked about journaling all week and how important it is as well. But that's something that's really important to do, is to be very, very clear in your mind about what it is you're wanting to actually happen. Because if it's too general, then it becomes difficult to know exactly what to bring into you. The angels maybe get a little bit, the messages don't really transmute particularly well. Now, we also need to work with Archangel Raquel. And now Archangel Raquel works to restore peace and harmony on the planet, but also within you as well. And you need to be operating from a place of peace and harmony. And this is very much about aligning yourself with what you actually want. Now, when we're thinking about manifesting and kind of creating prosperity in our life, we need to be able to do that from a place of peace and harmony. It will not come from a place of chaos. So we need to be joyful within ourselves. We need to be operating from a place of tranquility within ourselves as well. And that is why we will need Archangel Raquel to help us get into that place of peace and harmony. So that's another. So I'm doing these in the order that I feel that you should do your messages, your little prayers. Now, of course, you can pray to all of the angels at once, or you can have individual prayers to each one. It's a very personal choice, this relationship that you have with the angels, and there is no right or wrong here. So you can kind of find, it's almost like your own recipe for success and what really works for you. That's something important to consider. Oh, hello, Leonie. Nice to see you, Leonie. Hi, thank you so much for joining me, Leonie. Pleasure to see you here. So we're just going through the angels here, Leonie, and I'm talking here about the order in which I feel is very beneficial when it comes to the prosperity and kind of aligning things for prosperity. So the fourth prayer that I feel is necessary, the fourth angel that we're going to actually be having that relationship with, is the Archangel Raziel. Now, this is the Archangel of Divine Magic. So this is probably a lot of people's favorite archangel in many, many ways. Now, he's going to help you manifest prosperity. So we're in that place now. We've kind of cleared away the limiting beliefs. We've got that shield of protection. We've got that peace and harmony. And now we're in the place of ready for the magic to happen. So you can, he's going to really help you with understanding the laws and the mysteries of the universe. So of course there are many, and this is really important as well, because it's you're building a relationship here with the divine, and it's something that it takes a bit of practice to do, and because you're going to not always see the signs, you need to have that belief that it is actually working even when you aren't getting the signs. So understanding how the different laws work and kind of building that relationship even further is going to really ground you in being able to get what you want. Now, he's going to sort of help you to leverage and to create blessings in your life. And Raziel can also help you in magically aligning with the opportunities as well. So when we are in that place of chaos, sometimes we're very blinkered and we're not having that peripheral vision to understand all the opportunities that are coming into us, or we're not looking at things from a kind of disassociated point of view, so that we can't always see everything. But when we've got our self to that place of that peace and harmony, then we're going to be able to see the opportunities as they come in and see them as opportunities, because we've got this way of thinking about things now, because we're expecting opportunities to come in. So that's important to remember, that these kind of divinely inspired income generating ideas are going to come when we've got that going on. So that magic is then going to come into us, which is something that is very important as well. So the next archangel that I would kind of feel is good here to consider when it is in our flow here of prayers to our angels is the Archangel Sakael. Now, this is the archangel of wealth, water, and success. And we all need a bit of wealth, water, and success. Now, this angel here is going to help you, it's a support in kind of getting in sync with the divine flow of abundance, because we've got to get in sync with it. It's a vibration, it's an energy, and we have to get ourselves in alignment with that vibration. That's really important that we do that. And then you've got to kind of see how you can remove any blockages which prevent you from aligning with that rich and vibrant possibilities for your life. So that's really important as well, is that if you have got yourself back into place, we've got this shield up though, of course, but if you have got yourself back into a place where there are blockages coming in again, perhaps you're starting to have doubts around receiving, then we've got this angel there to really kind of bust through those blocks and make sure that they're eradicated, because it's really important that we're aligning ourselves. This is all about a vibration of energy as much as it is about the work that the angels do for us. There's all this kind of homework that we have to do before we can even be ready to have those prayers and ask for what it is that we really want. So there's a lot here that you need to do is kind of behind the scenes before you can call upon the angels with your prayers. Now, the next angel in your kind of prayer list here, and you could do them on different days, you could do them all at once, it's really individual to you how you would like to do this, but we've got the Archangel Hanael, and he is the angel of the moon and the bringer of energy. And of course, we definitely need more of that, don't we? We need this energy coming in towards ourselves. Now, this is about recovering your passion for life and healing any emotional wounds, which may be blocking any kind of abundance and limiting your finances. Now, it is about limiting your finances, because this is like an angel spell. Oh, Mario, you're right. It is like an angel spell. I hadn't thought of that, and I love it. So we have to remember here that we don't want to get into a place of limiting ourselves with our how we're thinking about money. So that's really important as well. So we've got lots and lots of protection going on here, but then we've got the energy coming in as well. We've got this positive energy coming in here. And Mario says, yes, we need to do the work before and after. Not a lot of people realize this. Yes, Mario, it's so true. You can't just arrive up here and go, okay, Angel Michael or Archangel Michael, kind of bring in what I'm looking for. It's all about the vibration, your personal individual vibration. You've got to get into that. And you've got to do all the kind of inner work and preparation work. And then, of course, on the other side as well, you've got the homework, because you've got to keep it up. This isn't just like a 2-minute, I'm going to do a kind of wishing in a well type of thing where you throw in the coin and you have a wish. Or that kind of chicken bone thing that people do. I don't know if they do that where you are from, but when you get the chicken at the end, you get the wishing bone, and then you kind of pull it apart to people and you make a wish. It's not just an instant situation. This is we're putting ourselves into a relationship with the angels that is an ongoing relationship that we have, which is something that is long lasting. We're looking for longevity. When it comes to prosperity, we really are looking for longevity, because you know, we're going to need money throughout our whole lives. That's not just like a 5-minute fix. We're looking for consistency, and we want to have that ongoing situation. So we've got to Archangel Haniel. So my next archangel here in my now renamed angel spell, which I love, Mario, and thank you for that contribution. We have Archangel Hamid. Now, he is the archangel of miracles. So this is really about restoring your faith. So this is all about the belief system there, about the magic of life. Now, how many times have you found, and we've all been in a situation, I'm sure every single person here today and those that are watching on the replay as well will have been in a situation where money hasn't been flowing particularly strongly for them, and they've been in a kind of lack, want, or need place, and you lose the joy of life. You lose this you know, everything gets tinged with this kind of lack feeling that you're having, and you lose the joy of life. I've lost it, and you know, it took me quite a lot of hard work, inner work, to get back to that place of actually taking part in life again. And I had a conscious kind of an awakening, I think, and funnily enough, most of my awakenings happen in a specific train station. Don't know why, haven't worked that out yet, but this is what happened. And I said to myself, I am going to start taking part in life again. And from the moment I made that decision, the abundance started flowing again. And so this is why we need the Archangel of Miracles. So we're restoring the faith of magic of life, so that you can truly experience the miracles. And it's not just limited to your finances as well. You know, this is going to kind of have the positive ripple effects all over, but we are thinking about making our starting point our finances. Now, continuing on my spell here, we've got Archangel Jeremiah. So Archangel Jeremiah is the angel who can help you make choices regarding your finances. So with solving problems of all sorts, so that, you know, any problems that arise, you're going to be able to work through. So when we're thinking about, because we're not thinking that we're going to be so protected from the angels that we're never going to have a problem again, because that would be unrealistic and actually not rooted in any truth. So we are thinking here that, you know, we are going to come up against challenges again, but we're going to have the resources because we've done a lot of the kind of inner work, and we've done the protection work, and we've done the removing of, you know, these kind of emotional blockages that we might have around our prosperity, so that if we do get challenges, we actually know how to face them head on. And that's really important as well, is that we're, you know, we're up leveling, we're improving here because we're facing things head on. We're no longer burying our head in the sand, because I think we've probably all done a little bit of that when it comes to finances. And that comes quite, you know, really from a place of not knowing what to do. But of course, we now have, we've got our angel helper team here. So we've got those angel wings now who are, you know, it's a team here that we've got of resources. Your angels are kind of in your toolbox there to be able to help you face challenges and move forward. Good morning, Christina. I hope you are well. It's afternoon here, but you know, good day. I hope you're well and having a wonderful day. Mario has given us some wonderful contributions here today, and we've decided that I'm creating an angel spell for kind of manifesting our prosperity and abundance here, which I thought was a wonderful contribution. So I'm just going to carry on here, and we've got Archangel Shamuel, and this is the money angel. So this is, you know, if although this is coming in as kind of number 9 on our angel spell, actually, and each person, you know, each angel is important in this step. This is the archangel that we're going to call upon if we're specifically wanting to help with our careers, and we're wanting to boost confidence in building career success. Because for a lot of people, and not everybody, but for a lot of people, when they're thinking about you know, having more money in their life, a lot of people will be getting that money and generating that money through their career, whether they're in a job or they have a business or their own specific way. But interestingly enough, this archangel as well is also very useful and helpful when it comes to finding lost objects, including money. So if we do get a little bit careless and don't find, you know, where we remember where we've put the money, we can use this archangel to help us there as well. So now, If you find yourself again, and in some ways the angels can be, some of them have got kind of multi-purposes. They do more than one thing. Now, if we find ourselves getting into a place of, we've manifested, we've managed to call in some prosperity into our life, but we've hit, we've kind of gone up a level, but we've hit another block. And it's maybe self-worth, self-belief, self-value that's coming in again, could be one or all of those. Then we can, we've got this archangel of money here, and this is also going to help us clear the confusion because, and some of you might be aware of this, but once you start actually having this consistent abundance coming in, it doesn't mean that you're not going to hit another roadblock with your kind of belief system about how you think about money, because there are more problems on the way. You just don't know them because you haven't got there yet. So we're going to have this consistency again coming in where we can call upon, this archangel here for more help with understanding how to kind of remove ourselves away. So if you're really thinking about focusing on your career with your prosperity here, this is the archangel that you actually want to have. This is really important. So, now this is kind of almost my last spell here, part of my spell, but we've got the Archangel Metatron. So I'm sure lots of you have, come across this archangel before, but this is the angel of life. Now, Metatron is going to help in terms of abundance, but he's also going to be able to help you align with motivation. Now, how many times have we all been lacking motivation when it comes to our financial situation, or kind of building forward in our career, in whichever direction? Sometimes our motivation can be the limiting factor that actually stops us from progressing. So yes, exactly, Mario, we've got the big guns out now. So we need to call upon Archangel Metatron here, the angel of life, to create that positive change in our life. Because remember here, everybody, that we are changing. We're moving forward. We are, going from what was to what we want it to be. And we're going to stay there with consistency as well. And that's so important. So, Metatron also assists in deciphering your soul dreams and your passions, and in tapping into your skills and your resources, so that you've developed, this is actually really interesting as well. It's, your skills and your resources that you've developed in past lifetimes. I don't know if anybody had actually knew that. But you can actually tap into those skills that you have got from past lifetimes and then bring them into the now. So I'm not really sure exactly what mine were, but I do feel that this is something that would be very, very interesting to do. And goodness knows what skills we might find ourselves after building up this relationship here. With Archangel Metatron. And Mario saying here that he likes the idea of leaving Metatron for later. So yeah, no, I think that's true. I think we need to, there is an order here, and I feel that that's really important as well. Is when we're thinking about abundance and prosperity and manifesting and aligning ourselves for success, we're removing ourselves from chaos, because if we are giving mixed messages or half messages or messages that are not transparent, or aren't really aligned, or we're not really understanding what it is we want, then we're kind of going at things in a very half-hearted way. And this is why I feel there is an order in actually the way that we do our kind of angel spell, and how we actually call upon everybody. So I would really wonder, it would be fantastic to know if anybody actually gets this relationship with Archangel Metatron kind of developed, and if you discover the kind of resources that you have from past lifetimes. I would really wonder would love to know about that. I don't know if where some of mine have come from. I sometimes wonder if, as my kind of psychic abilities have developed, that is something that has come through past lifetimes as well. but I've never really got to a kind of definitive point with that as well. But it would be lovely to hear from some of you and know, kind of what your thoughts are on that. Leonie here says, we could have been past village-wise people. Oh, yes, absolutely. Now, my kind of final here is, that my kind of last angel here in the angel spell is specifically, this is a very specific angel here, is really for you if you are interested in music, and if you're interested in kind of creating prosperity and money with music. So if that is the case, then we've got Archangel Sodalphon here, and we need to remember that this is the one that carries the prayers to the divine. That's really, really important to know. So if you have got musical pursuits and aspirations, then this is the archangel that you need to kind of bring into your now known as the angel spell. So that's kind of the order that I would suggest is really beneficial to you when you are using the angels and building that relationship with the angels, and making sure that things are done in a really ordered way. And remember, of course, that the universe loves order, and so if we can do that inner work and we can arrive up to the angels with an order, I feel that aligns us to get their attention a little bit quicker than those that maybe haven't got that order going on and kind of still operating from that place of chaos and confusion. So now we know who we're actually going to be kind of having these kind of relationship building situations with, which angels we're going to be building our relationships with. It's important that we know, what we're actually going to say to them. That's something that's really important. So I've got here a kind of sample prayer. It's a sample abundance prayer, just to kind of get you started and to give you an idea of how you can actually go about building this relationship if somebody's never done a kind of abundance prayer before. So you might want to take a few notes or maybe catch it on the replay. But basically, it's important that you kind of take a few moments to breathe and shift your awareness within. So it's really, really important to kind of, it's almost like, you're kind of getting yourself into that meditative state, aren't you? Where you're just kind of doing the breathing and you're shifting your consciousness here. That's a really important part of this. And you're moving that conscious awareness inward and you're allowing your heart to actually open. So that's the kind of first stage, is kind of getting yourself into the right atmosphere within yourself and also around you as well. So you would probably be looking for a room that is quiet, with no noise distractions, switch off your phone and all of these good things. And then you're going to kind of go in your mind here a little bit as well, and you're going to imagine that the light is all around you, and that as you breathe in the light, you become more present, clear, centered, and filled with light. So you're going to kind of get yourself there and just hold yourself there for about 30 seconds or a minute, just kind of doing your breathing and kind of, experiencing this wonderful light all around you. Is it a white light? It might be a bit different for absolutely everybody. But you just allow that light to really come in and be more surrounding you and uplifting you as well. So we're really having this positive light coming in here and removing, any sort of negative thoughts are kind of moving away from us, and we're really filling ourselves up here. That's the idea, to fill ourselves up here. And then you think clearly in your mind, I always feel when it comes to doing affirmations, which, in lots of ways, this is an affirmation, this prayer, I always speak my affirmations in my mind. And I say them. So I kind of do the two things at once. One of my favorite places for doing this kind of thing is in the shower, but each to their own, they find their own place to do these things. Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure if the angels would be the best place to, if you're kind of naked in the shower, but, each to their own, I don't think it actually matters. So think clearly in your mind, or even better, speak it, and you're going to say, beloved source of all that is, guardian angels, beloved archangels of abundance, thank you for so many blessings in my life. Thank you for all the abundance you've already helped me to feel and experience. I ask you today to please guide me to open the flow of abundance to an even greater extent in my life. Assist me in clearly seeing divine opportunities before me, in clearly knowing the highest and best next steps to take. Help me to have willpower to take action on inspiration so I may be of service in a greater way. And open the flow of financial blessings and abundance in my life. Thank you so much for your guidance, support, and presence in my life. If I have indeed connected with you today and my prayer request has been heard and answered, please bring me a clear sign so I know you're working with me and helping me to manifest greater abundance in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So that's just a little example there of the type of prayer that you can do for the angels. Now, you know, I feel that at the beginning of your relationship with the angels, when you're just really getting started off, that it is important that I would recommend that you do your individual prayers to the individual angels. So because right at the beginning, you're not ready to kind of call everybody in, because you're at the beginning doing the inner work, the pre-work really, where you're kind of clearing away and kind of setting setting your blank canvas so that you're going to be ready to receive. So I feel it's important that you find, and that one's quite long, that prayer, and of course they can be, any length, whatever really works for you individually. But I do feel it's important to do that too. Now, I also feel as well that, having your kind of, your notebook here, your kind of journaling here with your relationship with the angels, so that you're kind of taking a note of the prayers that you're using, but also as well starting to take note of the things that are happening as well, because it's so easy to kind of forget the things as we progress and move forward. But when you ask for signs to come in, they do come in. Now, the thing is, the wonderful thing about this is at the beginning, it takes a bit of practice, like anything in life to perfect, it does take a bit of practice. But once you actually get into this and you've kind of perfected it, you start being able to manifest with speed, with pace. Things start happening really, really quickly. And that's one of the beauties of it, because when you're in that right relationship and in that right energy with your angels, it's almost like you don't have to talk it anymore, or you don't even have to write it anymore. You just kind of think it, a couple of times, and then boom. Like I was asking earlier the week, maybe around the weekend, I was asking for a sign about something, and here we go to calling upon the angels when it comes to making decisions as well. And it was really to sort of help me, I needed confirmation that what I was doing was the right thing. And I was having a little, some doubts around it. And so it must have been maybe Saturday or Sunday that I had sort of said, I need a sign to know if this is the right thing to do. Sign came on Tuesday. So, and it was confirmation, it was positive confirmation, and it made me feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. But once you get into this relationship with the angels, things start happening much, much quicker. So don't get frustrated at the beginning. Don't get put off and you're thinking, oh, this isn't working. I have no idea what Luna's talking about. Just go back to the beginning again. Just go back to the beginning of the now known angel spell. And also, if you're finding that things are not really working out, one of the key things that we can do is practice gratitude. So if you are feeling that, okay, this is not working. Strip it back and kind of, you can even write to the angels as well when you're doing your journaling. And you could write to, if we're thinking about gratitude in particular, then the best angel here for you to be kind of writing to when it comes to gratitude as well is the Archangel Barachel. Now, this is the angel of luck. So this can help you kind of align with blessings that are possible in your life as well. So if you are needing to just kind of strip back and start to be grateful for what you've got now, which of course, roof over your head, perhaps it's internet to be able to connect with people, but then just start with what you have, because that is really, really important for you to do as well. Now, one final little exercise that I would invite you all to do, and this is kind of a little bit more practical as well, is to get your wallets, get your purses. For the people in the UK, we call them a purse here. I think you, the sort of container that you keep your money in, because, there's some differences in our language. But, is it a wallet? Is it a money holder? For the gents, possibly they use a money holder. But whatever container you keep your money in, I would invite you now to actually go and get it. Okay, if it's close by at hand. Now, I've got a sort of example here of one. And what we're going to do is we're going to create space for this prosperity to come in. Because we all know how important it is to create space. So, before I kind of learned this, I would find that usually in my purse was receipts, full of receipts, and, more receipts, because every time I went somewhere and they gave me a receipt, I would shove it into my purse. And of course, what was in there? Receipts. What wasn't in there? Money. And so actually, and this is a really interesting point to note, that these receipts are acting as a blockage in your prosperity building, because the very place that money is meant to go, and even if we are living in a cashless society, this still stands, but the very place that money is meant to go is blocked. There's no space. So you've unintentionally blocked yourself from being able to receive the prosperity, the abundance, the money that you want. So get the receipts away, file them if they're for business, or photograph them. You can even, there's wonderful apps now where you can just, you scan them, photograph them, and then bang, they go off to your accounts maybe you don't need them. Maybe it's just right time to shred them and get rid of that paper. But do that. I feel that that's something that's really important for everybody to do this as well. So now we have nothing in the wallet, and of course there's space here. Now, it sounds like it's such a simple thing to do, and yet most of us are walking around with purses full of receipts. So take those receipts out, create the space in the wallet for the money to come in, and then just leave it. Now, even if you don't have any money to put in it, and I know right now we're kind of in this space where we're not meant to be having money, but you've created space. That's the whole point. You've created the space. Mario here says, I love that about how we treat things physically. Now I'm thinking of printing angel money or angel credit card. Oh, I love that. Oh, Mario, you must send me your template for your angel credit card or your angel money. I would love that. But this is, really, really important to do that, is to create the space for the money to come in. And this is, one of the important things about abundance as well, is we have to have space for it in our lives. We also have to really consider our relationship that we have with it when it comes in. So, we've specifically asked for what we're, how much we want, how much we are finding is going to kind of improve our lives. And remember, this is consistency we're after as well. This is kind of one of the secrets to success, is that we've got it coming in consistently too. But we actually have to know what to do with it when it arrives as well. And we have to build, as much as we're building a relationship with the angels, we're also building a relationship with money as well. So having a relationship with money is something that changes over time, and it changes whether you have it, whether you're abundant, or you're kind of in that lack place as well. So that's something that's important to be aware of as well, is that when you get into that prosperity and when you've got this consistency and flow of money coming in towards you, what are you actually going to do with it? And that whole thing of preparing for the future is very important as well, so that we're not just it's a kind of flow where it comes in and it goes out, it comes in and it goes out, because I'm sure all of us at some stage or another have lived in that kind of fight or flight thing with money, but we're actually kind of getting to a place of building our relationship with money. Now that is something that I personally have, I've done that. I have built my relationship with money as well. Now, in my kind of, with some of my one-to-one clients, we really dive in deep into this relationship with money. It's something that is really, really, really important. And I was with a one-to-one client recently, and we were talking about relationship with money. And one of the questions that I was asking was, kind of, what does money look like for you? And they said a quagmire. And for those of you in different lands from me who don't know what a quagmire actually is, it's kind of like a horrible lake with the algae on top. It's not a place that you would want to be. It probably smells a bit. You'd just be like, oh, I don't want to go over there. Maybe kind of where the alligators live for some of you. And that was really, really interesting when we were kind of diving in deep with the relationship with money. So exactly, Leonie, it's a mess. The quagmire is a mess. So we're really wanting to examine, as part of our prosperity building here, as much as we're having this wonderful new relationship with the angels, on the other side of that, when they deliver the money, the prosperity, the abundance, and we've got consistency with it, so it's not just flowing in and out, but it's actually flowing in, and it can stay because it's not having to go out, because you've sorted out all the places that it needs to go. Perhaps it's debts or whatever it is that has to be attended to. And then you get to this place of kind of leveling out, where you're like, okay, I have this effective spare money. What am I going to do with it? What is my plan for that? Now, that is really important as well, because what you see here is that the angels are also observers. So they're going to be watching what you do with the results that they give you. So it's important that you're showing up consistently with respect. You're showing up consistently with a kind of love of money. And that's something that's really important, because, they say money is the root of all evil, and people either love money or hate money. Well, it's just paper at the end of the day. It's the relationship that you have with it that's actually really, really key. So that's something important to consider as well. I'm just going to read some of these comments here. And Brittany says, I'm going to write my prayer on the back of my ancestor money. Oh, wonderful. I've definitely been working through blockages. Oh, fantastic. And Leonie says, blocked your money leaks. Exactly. And that's really important. It's about blocking your money leaks, because we all have money leaks. And of course, when we're kind of, patching them up, we've got to make sure that we've got a really, really good solution for them as well. So that's really, really important. So has anybody got any questions? Is there anything there that you want to know a little bit more about? Is there anything that is, a little bit confusing for you? Are you thinking that I have really hit the nail on the head here? Is there something here that's missing? Let me know what you are thinking. I'm just going to wait for the comments to come in here now. Has anybody found now that they've got kind of a bit of a plan in place here about what they're going to do about money next? Are you thinking, I love Mario's idea about the angel money. That is fantastic. And I definitely think that we should get ourselves some angel money. And, probably you were right there as well, Mario, in this kind of a cashless society that we're moving into now. An angel credit card as well. I think that would be wonderful. I've actually got a kind of little, I'll just grab it here, a little angel prayer that I have here. And this is very much about manifesting. And this one says, "Dear universe, may this heart of abundance remind me of my power to manifest anything my soul desires." And this one is perfectly sized so that it can kind of go into the wallet or purse there as well. So you're kind of opening it up to constantly have it there. So you might find that you want to write your own little sort of angel prayer or universe prayer that you keep in your wallet as well, as a reminder for you. And also this can work in a really good way as well, because sometimes we need that visual reminder as well of what we've not to do. So if you're opening up the wallet and you're thinking, oh, I was just going to go and buy, something else online, because a lot of us are doing the online shopping now. Is it something I need? And is it something that's going to progress me and move me forward? Then having that little reminder there about, having this relationship with money that is positive can be really helpful for us as well. So sometimes we need to, this is all about building our relationship, but it's also about helping ourselves as well. We have to consistently help ourselves too. Mario here says, "I love the idea that this is an ongoing process, not just one-off." Oh, absolutely, Mario. So one of my biggest challenges that I had to overcome, which I have now overcome, was money would flow and then money would stop, and then it would flow and it would stop and stop and flow and flow and flow and flow and stop, and it would just, and I used to get so frustrated without consistency, because you can't plan. If you don't have financial consistency, you can't plan anything. And it's kind of like, what is it they say in Dirty Dancing when he's talking about, one week he's eating kind of beans, and the next week he's got diamonds in his pocket. And it kind of was a bit like that for me as well. There was all these highs and lows with money, and I was just tearing my hair out with why can't I get any consistency here? Because if I can get consistency, I can plan. If I can plan, I can, put money in the places that it's meant to go, and then I can actually be in a kind of comfortable situation, because none of this is meant to be in an uncomfortable situation. So that's really, really important as well, to get consistency. I'm all about financial consistency for all of us. And Brittany here says, "I love that you've been saying about specific prayers, asking for signs and taking note of them. My prayer most often." Oh, I'm struggling when it says see more to actually see all of the comment. Maybe it's because I'm on my phone. But yeah, no, I definitely believe that, at the beginning in particular as well, when you're at that starting point of building your relationship with the angels, the kind of individual prayers is something that is really, really important as well. So good. Oh, I'm glad that you've all enjoyed this so much. I hope you've all got something from it. And, I would love to hear about your prosperity journeys, and let me know how you get on. And please, I've put together a free gift for you all. It's not quite an angel spell in the free gift, but there are a lot of steps there about mindset and kind of the things that you need to do, gratitude journal, and vision boards as well, things that we can really do as kind of active steps on our journey. So if you combine what we've been talking about here with your angel prayers, with the information and the kind of guide in the free gift there, and the link is in the, I think I've put it at the top there, but I can put it in the description again as well. Then the two things together, I mean, you are kind of you've got your foot on the gas there, on the accelerator, to get yourself into prosperity and into aligning with abundance. And you're all set and good to go. But if anybody has any questions, you can always pop them in the comments afterwards. And it's been a pleasure to be with you all today. It's really been an honor to do this. I've been really kind of excited and looking forward to it for a while now. And Mario here says, definitely gave me a lot more to work with and a new way of looking at this. Love it. Oh, thank you so much, Mario. It's been a real pleasure to be here today. And I look forward to connecting with Brittany says, "Thank you for all the information you've provided today." Oh, you're so welcome. And I look forward to connecting with you all again soon. Have a wonderful day. Love and light. Take care. Bye-bye.